in the WWA, and a formidable-looking pair they are, the Chicago Chain Gang. And what's with this Dark Angel?
Well, quite an interesting, to say the least, manager. All decked out in the leather and the chains. Plenty of studs there to go along with it. Master and Blaster, a couple of big, extremely huge men.
Big boys, Jerry.
Well, they tag is one takedown they tag.
Ken and Dan Rogers going at it here with Master and Blaster, the Chicago Chain Gang. And Blaster blasted him in there on Ken Rogers. And hip toss tag is made. This is Dan Rogers coming into the ring to try his luck with Blaster. They lock up. Blaster, just through the sheer force of his weight, pushed him halfway across the ring and back into the ropes. And look at him.
I don't know if we're going to see too much great technique from these two boys from Chicago, Jerry. What do you think?
You're not seeing no technique, but we're seeing how they fight on the south side of Chicago. Like I said, you're looking at a real counter-culture tag team. This is the
There's the bear hug, and we could get a submission here. No, sir, he doesn't go for it. I think he could have gotten it. Look at him. He wants the other guy. He threw Dan Rogers all the way across the ring. I'm sure he could have gotten a submission out of that bear hug, Jerry.
I think he could, too. These guys are brutal. I don't know what the tie-up in the corner is.
This is Master now. Over the top he goes. Good fireman's carry takedown. And he drops down with an elbow as his partner.
The Master, the Blaster one, is holding his feet, and he's bringing elbows down. Referee Terry DeMora quick to bring it up. No, he's still doing it. He is holding on to the man's feet.
Could get a disqualification of moves like
They're
that.
Right on the border of a disqualification. I've never seen nothing like it. Both these men,
Ooh,
not too skilled in wrestling, but wise in the ways of the street.
uh-oh. Blaster going after Ken Rogers in the corner. It's Dan Rogers, the unfortunate man in the center of the ring, who's had about all that he's going to take. All that he can take. The tag is on. Master is in. The Chicago Chain Gang in action as Dark Angel intimidates from the outside. There's the Dark Angel. Big body slam by Master.
I'm glad it was Crazy Dan and not Crazy Dr. Jerry up in the ring for that slam.
Period.
He landed on his head on that one.
He sure did.
Sam, these got to be two of the biggest and obviously most formidable men that we have ever seen here in the WWA.
There's no question about it, Terry. And as we spoke before, they may not have the technique, but they've got the devastating power to do a lot of damage to these opponents.
There's the tag. This is Blaster entering the ring. Master and Blaster, the Chicago Chain Gang. And Blaster blasts him into the ring corner. Dan Rogers in a bad way, and he's been that way through the...
I don't know if those are regulation boots those boys are wearing.
They sure don't look like it to me.
They look more like they just came off a construction job.
This is Master hurling Dan Rogers over the top. Big back body drop.
Rogers can't take much more of this.
That's for sure. This is Dan Rogers. They could have pinned him a long time ago. They could have pinned him when they had him in that bear hug.
I think they're just using him as an example for the other WWA wrestlers.
Double teaming in the corner. Referee trying to restore some order. The Chicago Chain Gang just ignoring the referee. Just doing what they want. Boy, these guys are going to be a serious challenge for all the gold for the World Tag Team belt. Whoa. Dropped down by Blaster. I got him, he says, and I think he's had him for a long, long time. Into the corner he goes. He makes the tag. This is Ken Rogers. Doesn't look any too excited about coming into the ring, so Blaster pulls him in the hard way.
He's coming in the hard way. These guys aren't letting up. This is absolutely the most relentless I've ever seen any team. They just don't let up.
Well, this is just a mismatch, and I don't know who would be good opponents for these two guys as big, rough and tough as they are.
Well, there's a few that could stay in there with him.
Here comes Master. Whew, geez.
The ref should call this. This is getting out of hand.
This is too much.
In for the count. Oh, no, he's choking him.
Choking him right in front of us.
And the referee is around there. He catches him. These guys, both well over 300 pounds. This Master in the ring now has got to tip the scales at, what, about 350, I'd say?
At least, Terry.
Look at him, choking him right over the top rope. They make the tag. This is Blaster in the ring. Whip off the ropes. They make the tag
Something's
again.
happening. He's got him a bear hug, but Masters coming in.
Ooh! And he just laid one in. A haymaker
This
in on
looks
him.
like it's it. That's it.
Thankfully.
Wait a minute, they're not letting
done
up.
yet.
They're not letting up. It's over, and they're still pounding on it.
Oh, now this is uncalled for. The manager is right up there, too.
What's going on? Look at it.
The
The Dark
bell is
Angel
sounding again.
working. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Cass and Calypso Jim.
They pull the manager off the ring. Calypso Jim is in. Here comes Cass right behind him. And I mentioned before I didn't know who could handle these two. And look at Cass and
We've got
Calypso
Bruiser
Jim taking
Bedlam
them
going
on.
here.
It's total pandemonium.
Oh! They both. Out
Bodies
they
are flying
go.
everywhere.
Holy Toledo. Over the top comes the
We've
Dark
got a melee
Angel.
here, Jerry Sullivan.
In fact, this plate's coming undone. These fans are
Where's the security guard?
And the Dark Angel is out of the ring. Master and Blaster were definitely taken care of by Calypso Jim
It looks
and
like,
Denny Cass.
looks like Cass and